The Solomon Islands, Vanuatu have various local warnings in place. Welcome to another update from Force 13's AU channel, where the Fiji Meteorological Service upgraded Invest 91P to tropical cyclone status. However, at this point in time, they downgraded it to a tropical depression. They named it Tropical Cyclone NIUE and it had a very short-lived life. Now here's some tracks on the ex-tropical cyclone. The central pressure only got down around 995 millibars or slightly higher. However, we still have Invest 96P on the radar, and the Tonga Meteorological Service, they were first to downgrade NIUE to tropical depression. And briefly we turn to the local scene and we see again the instability. This is from 7 AM through to 1300 hours tomorrow. And since our last update, I've seen a bit of graphic footage on the severe thunderstorm that severely impacted parts of Sydney, especially the Parramatta region. And the wind probability model. And various warnings remain in place here in Queensland, and the news isn't good. Those that need to rebuild are now finding the battle or the road tough going. Insurance companies really don't want to come to the party. Now the Bureau's 12-hour and 24-hour rainfall. However, major flood warning remains in place for the Flinders River, moderate flood warning for the Leichhardt Norman Rivers, flood warning for the Nicholson, Gregory and Gilbert Rivers. That was updated at 8:30 local time. The Flinders River is currently experiencing its most significant flood in at least the last 50 years. Record floodgates in place are also breaking out into adjacent catchments. That is breaking news, and they're saying a 1 in 100 year weather event. But I can really cast my mind back to 2010-11 and 2013, Oswald and Debbie. And we have a look at the tropical cyclone formation probability guide. We still don't know what's happening with 96P. Upper level divergence is very strong. But wind shear has been a killer, and the 24-hour shear tendency. And the Joint Typhoon Warning Centre, they have been slow on NIUE. They have it located 302 nautical miles west-southeast of NIUE, tracking south-southeast at 17 knots. And they had it as a subtropical, but they're now saying that it's a warm core tropical system. And this is the life of a 91p up to earlier today. A ASCAT image indicates an elongated but defined circulation with 30 to 35 knot winds over the eastern semicircle, a radius of maximum winds near 35 nautical miles, which is more typical of a tropical cyclone. Animated multispectral satellite imagery depicts a defined, well-exposed, low-level circulation centre with a persistent deep convection sheared 80 to 90 nautical miles east due to strong westerly vertical wind shear. A 36 GHz microwave image indicates in previous somewhat fragmented shadow banding over the western semicircle, wrapping into the centre. There is good confidence in the initial position, and 14p is forecast to track south-southeast through the forecast period under steering influence for a low to mid-level subtropical ridge position to the east. The system is forecast to remain a weak TC as it tracks into the subtropical westerlies and over cool sea surface temperatures less than 25 Celsius, and the centre is saying it should dissipate within 36 hours, but it could dissipate more rapidly due to the marginal environment. So that's the latest on ex-tropical cyclone NIUE. And as mentioned earlier, one can ask why did Fiji upgrade 91p to tropical cyclone status. However, here's some tracks on 96p, and we're keeping a close eye on that one, but caution needs to be applied as the information does change. And the location of the vest is 18 south, 154.9 degrees east, maximum winds 20 knots, and 998 millibars. The Bureau of Meteorology is also monitoring this system. And this is the NOAA floaters. I think this is 96p. And finally, in this update, it's a GFS model and the precipitation. The scale is at the bottom of the screen, and what I look for is the area in yellow through the dark brown, and the picture is changing.
Powerful. You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com with the latest. You can also find our YouTube page. You're probably there already, but if not, subscribe if you haven't so far. You can also find our Facebook page, Force 13 all in text, and it's at Force 13 on Twitter if you'd like to get in touch with us on there. You can also help the project become even better by enjoying the benefits of patronage. You can find out more information about how to become a patron and what those benefits are at patreon.com/Force13. You can also add Force 13 on Skype and Fool 13 at extension 9094 on Discord for tropical weather chat.